What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be making some grouper today for you guys. This is a fish that I actually caught yesterday, as you can see in the video. And grouper is one of the best fish that we catch here in Florida. We're going to be making a fish soup with some mixed seafood in it. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to do with this fish is we're going to fillet it, and then we're going to cut the head from it to use it for our soup. Across. Behind the head. Down. There's a bone here that we're going to actually use for the soup also. And we're going to come down on the other side. Cut around that bottom fin. Same thing. Do a good fillet. You want to take the fish up and make sure that you can see light through the skeleton. There's nothing left on the bones. The rest of this stuff we're going to use for soup. We're going to cut the head and then use that for our fish soup. Take and cut the head, separate it from the body of the fish. And that spinal bone is probably one of the hardest parts to cut. You need a really good knife or a little hatchet to cut it, but you can just snap it off with your hands, either or. Basically all of this stuff we're going to use for the soup. We use every part of the fish, except of course the insides. So this stuff here, this entire backbone, the fins, everything we're going to use for our broth, for our fish broth. And this is where all the collagen and the really good stuff of the fish is. So basically we're going to take it all and use it so we get all the nutrients, everything for our broth. Or fish stock, however you want to call it. So basically I got about 1.5 gallons of water boiling. I'm going to take all this stuff, put it in there, and then we're going to strain it. We're going to pull the meat off the head, this left. I'm going to strain it, and then we're going to put some shellfish and some other seafood in there, and I'll show you guys the rest. So guys, this is my chives that I plant, and these are good all year. Basically anytime I need chives for any kind of recipe, I use it a lot for stir fries and soups and stuff like that. I just come out here and I trim some off. So basically I'm just going to cut what I need, and this will grow right back. So basically just get a bunch of them like that to use in the soup. And this gives a lot of flavor to your soups and your stir fries, or even my cauliflower fried rice, you know, those kind of recipes. I always use chives for them. Then I'll wash them off and clean them, and then cut off some of the ends. So here what we have is, this is actually called culantro in Spanish, but this is just like cilantro. It tastes the same. I also have cilantro in the garden, but usually this is what I use for soups and stuff. It tastes probably maybe even a little bit stronger than actual cilantro. It's the same exact flavor though. So I'll take a couple of these leaves and I'll trim them, and these are the seed pods from the plant. They actually dry up and they fall on the ground, and the plant continues to grow. And as you can see, we have almost like a forest here, and we planted it next to the compressor for the air conditioner here, and also we have a little bit of water that drops there from upstairs, and that actually keeps the ground moist, and it just continues to grow. Okay guys, so basically what I did is I boiled the fish bones and the head for about an hour to get my fish broth, and then what I did is I strained all of that out, and there's a lot of meat now in the head and in those parts. You can see this is all grouper meat. So what I'll do is I'll just pick that off, take it off the bones, and then put that back into the soup. I will actually saute this with some seasoning so it'll taste really good before I put it back in. This is like the cheeks of the fish and the back of the head where it's got a lot of meat on these fish. And we're going to use all of that to incorporate it into a seafood soup. Then I'm going to put some shellfish, like a seafood mix that I buy. I'm going to put that into the soup, and we're going to use zucchini noodles as part of our ingredients. And then also I'm going to add a little bit of cauliflower to thicken it. I'll show you guys how to do that later. Okay guys, so I'm done with the fish. I got about a pound of meat out of that grouper head, and here I have some chopped cilantro that I picked from the garden. I have chopped scallions. I have about a quarter of a thumb's worth of ginger. I have half a head of garlic, half a tomato, 1 white onion, and about 1 ounce of, maybe 2 ounces of sweet pepper. And then I have 3 small zucchinis that I made into zucchini noodles. If you guys want to see how I did this, I'm going to put the link to that in up above, so you guys can see how to make that. Here I have some seafood mix. I'm going to use about a pound of this into the soup. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to saute my onion, my tomato, my garlic, pepper, and the ginger with the fish. Okay guys, so I put about a tablespoon of coconut oil into my wok and just get it heated until it's hot. Make sure you get your oil nice and hot. Then we're going to drop my garlic, ginger, peppers, and the onion and tomato. Our vegetables softened up. I'm going to go ahead and drop the pound of the grouper meat that I've gotten off the head. Let's stir that in. Once we get this sauteed, then we're going to move over our fish broth. And we're going to put all of our meat and veggies into that. Now I'm going to drop about 1.5 pounds of mixed seafood into that. Okay guys, so now I'm going to add some of my dry seasonings, and I'm going to add the noodles, and I'm going to add the scallions and the cilantro at the end, the last 10 minutes or so of cooking the soup. So here we have the cumin. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cumin. And these two are optional if you guys don't like heat or like hot sauce, or, you know, prefer without. You don't have to add these two, but I'm going to add some cayenne pepper and sriracha, which I love. But I'm going to actually start making my own hot sauce, just because this stuff has got some chemicals in it. I'm trying to eat as little chemicals as possible in my diet, like unprocessed. So I'm going to end up switching that out for my own homemade sauce. So I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and about 1 tablespoon of sriracha. So I forgot that I had some fresh okra frozen in the freezer, and I'm actually going to end up adding this to the soup and make it into a gumbo style. So I'm going to add about 1.5 pounds of okra into the soup. This is going to make it almost like a gumbo. So then the final touches is the cilantro. And we're going to throw in our scallions now. Okay guys, so the last 15 to 20 minutes of the soup, we're going to add our zucchini noodles in and then let it cook on high for another 15 to 20 minutes and it will be done. Okay guys, so here's the soup finished. You can see it came out nice and thick. I added that okra at the end to thicken it up a little bit. I also had fresh okra on hand. It came out really nice. The fish is all broken up into small pieces inside and it's really good. So I hope you guys try it. If you don't have the fresh grouper, you could use just regular fish or any other bottom fish, usually reef fish, really good, like snapper or anything like that. You could use the heads to make really good fish broth. And the advantage of this is that it's got a lot of nutrients and vitamins. Besides, it's also very flavorful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to share and subscribe.